Okay, in this tutorial I'm going to use Scratch and I'm going to show you how to create objects which are moving along one axis. So as you can see from my video, it's Flappy Birds and my objects are coming together and as if they would squash the bird. So the bird obviously has to travel through the objects. So we've got Sprite 2, so I would have started with Sprite 2. And if you notice that I'm getting it to glide along the same axes, the same X line, so the minus 166, so it's roughly in the center of that object. There it is there on the x-axis. You can see it if I show you over here. I'm over here on the screen. Let me just find that again for you. There you go. So that object is going along the x-axis. Now the sprite below it, this one, is actually traveling along the same axis, but the bit that's different is the y, where it's going to stop. So it's going to stop at 64, that's the centre of that object, and it's going to go all the way up to the y 160, which is about, let's try and find that, about there. So obviously I can make that go up a little bit higher if I need to, and I do need to because of course I've got this gap going on here. Now I've got it, if it's going to touch the Sprite 2, which is our bird, then I want it to stop, so I want them to stay squashed. Now to copy that, so if I wanted to now create another set of squashy things, I don't know what they're called, but whatever they are, so I'm going to create a set here. I'm going to quite simply duplicate it. So I've got Sprite 7. Now Sprite 7 is sitting here, okay. So I've now got Sprite 7. Now I want it along the x-axis about, say, there. So the x-axis now is showing 1, 1, 5. So if I change my x-axis there to 1, 1, 5 by 1, 1, 5, okay. Just close it, start that again. There you go, it moves it over for me and it starts it straight away. So once I've got one of my objects moving, now I can change the rate because I don't want them all moving at the same time, because now this is moving the same rate at that. So let's have a weight of 0.75 there. I'm just going to stop it, everything, start it again. So there we go, it's ever so slightly out of sync now. They're all sort of out of sync, and obviously for the player that's going to be more interesting for the player to try and get the bird across. Okay, so I did the same for my bottom sprite, so let's click on, I'm just going to stop that. I think it's Sprite 3, so Sprite 3 is the bottom one. There you go, I've got another weight in, I've got more weights in here. Now Sprite 5, I think, which is that one there, Sprite 5 is along the same idea. So hang on, let me show you. Sprite 3, this time it's along that 166 axis, but then, sorry, Sprite 6 is along axis 2, but the y is the same. Okay, so depending on where you want to place it, so let's move Sprite 6. So I want Sprite 6 to be online with that one, which I think was 144. Let's go and check. That was 115. So let's go to Sprite 6. Let's duplicate that.